What if I told you that the single most powerful tool for managing stress is something you're doing right now, without even thinking about it? Today, we're going to dive into how you can consciously use your breath. It's like a built-in superpower to find instant calm and focus.
We all know that feeling, right? You're stressed out, your thoughts are scattered, you feel mentally foggy. Well, the solution isn't some fancy new app or a prescription. It's actually an automatic function of your body that you can learn to control in literally minutes. So, to really understand the solution, we first have to look at the problem. When you feel stressed, your body flips on its fight-or-flight response. Your heart starts racing, your muscles tighten up, and your breathing gets all fast and shallow. It's an ancient survival mechanism, which is great, but today the threat is more likely an email deadline than a saber-toothed tiger.
Okay, so here's the critical insight. When we're under pressure, most of us default to the wrong kind of breathing. We switch from that deep, efficient belly breathing to shallow, kind of useless chest breathing. And this isn't just less effective, it's metabolically expensive. It actually sends a signal to your body to stay on high alert. You're basically accidentally keeping yourself in a state of stress.
Yeah, this really common habit of shallow chest breathing keeps us stuck in this low-grade humming state of stress. It's what leads to muscle fatigue, those awful tension headaches, and that constant feeling of anxiety. In short, with every single breath, we're telling our nervous system that the danger hasn't passed. But here's the remarkable part. You can consciously flip that switch. By just intentionally changing the pattern of your breath, you can directly change your physiological state from stressed to calm. It's incredible. The key here is activating something called the parasympathetic nervous system. The easiest way to think about it is as your body's built-in brake pedal. Slow, deep, controlled breathing is one of the absolute fastest ways to hit that brake, telling your brain and body, hey, we're safe. And that, in turn, lowers your heart rate and dials down all those stress hormones.
Think about it. Our breath is the one thing our body does automatically, that we can also easily take conscious control of. This makes it the most direct, accessible link we have between our conscious thoughts and all those unconscious physical responses. It really is the bridge.
So how do we actually put this into practice? Let's build your toolkit. We're going to walk through 4 really powerful evidence-based techniques that you can use in different situations to find calm, focus, and relief in just a few minutes. First up is the absolute foundation of it all, diaphragmatic, or what we call belly breathing. This is simply the natural, efficient way our bodies were designed to breathe in the first place. For a lot of us, it's a skill we just need to relearn.
The key here is the feedback you get from your hands. They'll tell you if you're doing it right. You want to feel the hand on your belly rise and fall with each breath, while the hand on your chest stays relatively still. That's how you know you're using your diaphragm and not your chest muscles. So why is this so effective? Well, using your diaphragm doesn't just improve your oxygen intake, it actually gives a direct physical massage to something called the vagus nerve, which is a huge player in that rest and digest system. You're essentially sending a direct signal to your body to just relax.
Next up in our toolkit is box breathing. This one is a favorite of some seriously high-performance people, from Navy SEALs to surgeons, because it's incredibly good at restoring calm and focus in really high-stakes situations.
It's the symmetry that makes this so powerful. You inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. As you do it, try to actually visualize drawing a square in your mind, one side for each step. This gives your racing mind something solid and rhythmic to latch onto.
This is your go-to for that sudden, acute stress. Feeling nervous before a big meeting? Your thoughts are spiraling out of control? A few minutes of box breathing can ground you, interrupt that stress cycle, and bring a sense of order back to your mind.
All right, now for a technique that people often call a natural tranquilizer. The 4-7-8 breath is designed for really rapid, deep relaxation. This makes it super powerful for fighting anxiety or if you have trouble falling asleep.
Pay close attention to the ratio here. An inhale of 4, a hold of 7, and an exhale of 8. The real magic of this technique is in that long 8-second exhale. Doubling the length of your exhale is one of the most potent ways to really slam the brakes and activate your rest and digest system.
This is your tool for when you really need to downshift fast. If you've got racing thoughts keeping you awake at night, or you feel the physical symptoms of anxiety starting to build, a few cycles of 4-7-8 breathing can make a huge, immediate difference.
Okay, our last technique is a little different.
Lion's breath is much more active, it's almost cathartic. It's a fantastic way to physically release all that pent-up tension from your face, your jaw, and your chest.
Now I know this one might feel a little unusual at first, but trust me, the results are worth it. The key is that forceful ha sound on the exhale. It's all about letting go, physically and audibly, of whatever tension you're holding on to.
You should use this when you feel that stress becoming physical. You know, when your jaw is clenched or your shoulders are up by your ears. It's such a powerful and quick way to just shake off that built-up energy and find an immediate sense of release. So here it is, your new toolkit, all summarized. Diaphragmatic breathing is your foundation for daily calm. Box breathing is for focus under pressure. The 4-7-8 breath is your go-to for deep relaxation, and Lion's breath is for that immediate tension release. You now have a specific tool for pretty much any stressful situation you can think of.
Now, knowing these techniques is one thing, but actually integrating them into your life is where the real power is. The goal is to make conscious breathing a natural, automatic response to stress, instead of something you only remember to do when you're already completely overwhelmed.
And look, this doesn't have to be another big thing on your to-do list. The key is to make it easy. Try something called habit stacking. Pair 1 minute of box breathing with something you already do every day, like waiting for your coffee to brew. Just remember, consistency always beats intensity.
I'll leave you with this thought. Stress and difficult emotions, they're inevitable. They're like clouds in the sky. But by learning to use your breath, you give yourself an anchor, a tool to stay grounded and present no matter what storm is passing through. The power to find calm is already within you. You just have to remember to breathe.